guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. Today, the Royal Recruits are actually in the game, and I apologize for my voice if it sounds like I just woke up. I actually woke up at 2 a.m. to try the challenge and record it with you guys. So we're looking pretty good here, guys. We're actually 11-1 right now. What I want to do in this video is help you guys get 12 wins, or at least get to the point where you can unlock the Royal Recruits, which I believe was after 8 wins is when I got them. Looking back, was it 6 or 8? I think it was 8. Either way, guys, I want to give you all my best tips, so I want to go ahead and watch a few replays, talk about mainly my draft selection, but before we get to any of that stuff, let's go ahead and hop into a live match right now and see if we can get that 12 win down live for you guys. So, Spirit Goblins or Ice Spirit, I'm just going to go with the cycle card here, Ice Spirit. Early on in these drafts, what I like to do is go for cards that, oh, this is interesting. I like to go for cards, this is a weird draft here, guys, that target air, ideally. So I'll go with an air targeting card over a non-air targeting card. This guy, Mini Carpy Team is really, really good. All right, good luck. And he gave me the Royal Giant, too. Like, this is the worst deck I could possibly have, I feel like, guys. I'm just going to start with a Royal Giant in the back here and let him get a little bit of chip damage with those Spirit Goblins in the right-hand lane. He's going to come at me with the Inferno D. So he has Inferno Dragon too. I tell you what, guys, not looking too good here. Reason being, of course, because Inferno Dragon counters my Golem. I'm not worried about the Royal Giant, of course, here, guys. I'm worried about my Golem. All right, so I don't think I need to zap this. Yeah, I guess I did need to zap it. All right, I am going to hold off there. Thank God I did. Didn't want to have to deal with the giant skeleton. He would have killed anything in his tracks there, guys. I'm going to have to play Archer same lane here. I'm going to play a high mortar, try to pull everything over here. This is not going to be perfect, but hopefully we can stop that balloon from getting any damage. And actually the mortar took care of those incoming Spirit Goblins. So that was all good. I'm going to go ahead and drop another Royal Giant here. I'm not going to go Golem just yet because I want to wait till double elixir time. I feel like Golem is an especially risky play in single elixir time, guys. Especially knowing that he had the Inferno Dragon in hand. Why risk it is kind of my thought process there. So we're going to Magic Archer again in the back. He does know that I have the setup here for that Inferno Dragon. He's going to go ahead in Royal Giant, which is not that bad. I think my Royal Giant, excuse me, he's going to Giant Skeleton. I'm going to Royal Giant. Okay, he got one hidden. Definitely not what we were looking for there, but whatever. Giant Skeleton's down. We're going to go ahead and just reset. I want to keep one of those perfect. Okay. I'm going to go ahead in with a mortar here. I think he has Giant Skeleton back in cycle, but it's okay. Let's try one mortar. Oh, ooh. Okay, this is going to be interesting. I'm playing Magic Archer over here. Hopefully he can snipe, like, everything. Clean up. Play a little clean up, Magic Archer. Perfect. Perfect. Going to go ahead and put that down over here. Magic Archer, stay alive, please. Stay alive, please. Okay, here we go, guys. It's go time. We're in double elixir time, but, you know, I don't want to. Ooh. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. I'll play a high Magic Archer over here. We do know that this guy has in hand. Ooh, zap. Quick. Nice. We got to be very careful here, guys. This is a very important defense for us. Archer's doing good work. Good job, Archers. It's going to be time for a Golem push here, guys. Our first Golem push, 6 seconds into the match. He probably forgot that he even gave me Golem here. But what I want to do is, going to have to pull everything. And hopefully we can protect this tower. Oh, yes. Oh, my God, guys. Ah! Well played. Wow, look at that. We're live 11-2 all of a sudden, guys. He played well. He played well there. That last rocket there. I think the Golem was probably a mistake looking back. Here I was talking a big game about don't play the Golem, and I made a mistake there. Playing that Golem knowing he had Balloon in hand, I knew I was going to be, I thought I was going to be okay with Magic Archers, and okay. We'll go with Fire Spirits to counter the Goblin Gang. We'll go with Fireball, because I like Fireball in a vacuum better than Rocket. We're definitely going to go with the Royal Recruits. They're amazing. And then I'm going to go with the Mini P.E.K.K.A here to help chop down the Royal Giant. And also, I already have the Royal Recruits. They're going to be resilient to his rocket. I actually like the synergy of this deck. And look at this. I have Golem and also the Battle Ram here. So I think I'm really well poised to do something. And let's see what he throws at me here. I want to be ready for, like, Barbarians. I don't know what he's going to throw at me. We do know a little bit of what he has here. So what I want to try to do is make him decide which lane he wants to defend. He decides to defend in the left lane. He does have Barbarians in hand here. We're going to take his left tower here, but he can actually tower trade. With these Royal Recruits, I noticed one thing, guys. You want to try to pull them all to the... okay, I failed there. But if you put them down properly... you can actually pull with the right time. My placement was fine, but my time, if you deploy them, you can pull 4 to one side to defend, guys. So this guy has a P.E.K.K.A, which is a hard counter to most of my deck. Luckily, I struck kind of early there, so we kind of know what he has in hand at this point. I'm just going to cycle Fire Spirits in the back. I'm going to play Mini P.E.K.K.A over here. I don't want to... he has Barbarians in hand. So I'm just going to let everything go here, guys. Again, I'm just going to Giant Snowball this. Just a cycle. I mean, obviously, didn't think that Giant Snowball was going to fix everything here, right? But just keep the cycle going here. Has it screwed you guys up as much as it screwed me up, guys? To see the... when you have the Royal Recruits selected, you're like, wait, why can't I place them in the pocket? It's crazy. He's going to P.E.K.K.A me here. And I think I'm just going to totally let it go. See, like, Royal Recruit, regular card. Royal Recruit, regular card. I'm going to Royal Recruit way in the back here, guys. I actually do get, like, 2 swings on that left tower with the Giant, so I'll totally take that. All right, so let's see what he does here. Kind of interested to see. I'm going to Fireball this. And then I'm going to go ahead and Giant Snowball. So he could hit me with Barbarians here. Maybe if he's smart, he'll hit me with Barbarians. Or maybe he just wants to kind of play a little bit more conservatively. But with 50 seconds left, if you're him, if I'm him, I'm starting to get a little bit concerned here. I need to go with a pretty big offensive. And he comes in with that rocket that we talked about there, guys. And the fact that he did that rocket... I'm just going to prep for another Giant push here. I know he has P.E.K.K.A in hand here, but it doesn't really bother me at this point. I don't think he has enough time here. He does... I forgot he had Royal Giant, too. We only saw him once in the beginning there, and then it's been all hog since, right? So he has a lot of good cards right now in hand, a lot of powerful cards in hand. So I'm just going to just kind of support this push lightly and send in like a Battle Ram or something. Actually, that Battle Ram turns out to be a mistake. He's going to take my left tower here because of that Battle Ram, but I will actually take his left tower as well. And there it is. GG, guys. You know, we made it interesting there, losing that match. I just wanted to show you guys what a loss would look like. You know, just in theory, what it would look like. We weren't trying to lose per se, but I thought it'd be good for the... Okay, I'm just joking. I suck. All right, so... But we got the 12. That's all that really matters. Let's go ahead and open up... Oh, 800? Well, they are common, but still, 800. I'll take that. I'll take that. All right, let's wow. How much can we upgrade these guys? Let's see. We got some gold. We got some cards that we don't really need. Is there a legendary in here? That's what I... Okay, there's not. There's a couple bowlers. Sounds good to me. All right, guys, let's check out the new card really quickly. See how much we can upgrade it based just on the challenge. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, upgrade level 2, level 3, level... What I want to do here, guys, is we'll see how high we can get this guy. Wow, we're actually leveling him up pretty decently. All of a sudden, just like that, to level 9. Wow, not bad, just for winning the challenge. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and watch a replay here. I did have my 2 defeats back-to-back, so it made it very interesting. But what I want to show you here is... Let's see. I think the cards that you draft are the first 4, or on the top, right? I think that's how it is. So let's see. That. Let's watch this one against. Well, yeah. Let's watch this one here. I just want to go through. You know what, guys? If you don't mind, I just want to go through like 3 drafts. This one I'll show the whole replay, but after this, I just want to go through like 3 matches, just the draft. And on this one, I'm going to pause it right here. So far, I went with Wizard over Snowball. I mean, Wizard over Executioner. I think that Executioner is a great card, but I like Wizard a little bit more. I think it's a little bit more versatile in drafts, and I like how fast he fires. And then I went with Lightning because I needed a counter, and I didn't want to give him a hard counter to my Wizard, so pretty self-explanatory. Elite Barbarians, I will never, ever, ever, ever draft. They're on my no draft list, meaning even if I had Heal, I would go with Heal over Elite Barbarians. I do think that they're probably the worst card in draft mode, in tournament level standard in the game. Conversely, the other card that people consider the worst card, which is Bomb Tower, is actually really, really good in this challenge. So I would take Bomb Tower over basically any other defense because of how good they are against the Royal Recruits. So here, guys, in the beginning of this match, I take a couple swings on that knight, but then I had the baby dragon there to clean up a little bit. And he comes in with the Executioner. Again, at this point in the match, and this is something that I really want to pass on more than just the play-by-play and the gameplay, is I'm trying to play very conservatively. And I know I've repeated this to you guys before in the past, but it's so important to play very cautiously early on. If you're losing a lot of these drafts, I guarantee that's probably why. You're probably playing too aggressive. You have to conserve Elixir because you don't know what they're going to throw at you in the other lane or whatever, right? And you have to always look at your hand and think to yourself, especially early match, and look at this. See, I kind of got myself in trouble here, guys. Well, not kinda, I did. He had Elite Barbarians. I didn't realize he had enough Elixir to play the Elite Barbarians. I knew he had them, but I didn't do a good job counting his Elixir, so I play an opposite lane Wizard here, and I'm glad I actually showed this match, because look at this, halfway through the match almost, things are not looking good at all for yours truly. So how am I going to come back? Well, the one thing about this is never panic too. Let me just finish up my first point on not rushing early on. Right, just not going in all in on a lane and trying to punish. You're not playing a punish deck, you're playing a hybrid draft deck, you know? You have to have a perfect draft in order to play super aggressively. And this guy, you know, he's going in with a golem here, and all of a sudden, this is when I'm telling myself, okay, I totally have a chance here, guys, because he's playing, I feel like he's playing ultra kind of aggressive now after taking my tower with those Elite Barbarians pretty early. He's staying with that play style of being really aggressive, and I know that, hey, there's only a minute left here, but that's plenty of time for this deck, and this is where he makes his mistake, I feel like. He kind of rushes me here with the Royal Recruits and the Elite Barbarians, and I'm able to get tons of value from this Wizard. I love playing Wizard opposite lane when I have a tower down like that, so he can focus on both lanes, and look at this counterattack. At this point, I know he has Golem in hand, I know he has Royal Recruits in hand, but I know he doesn't have a big spell. He only has the Giant Snowball, so there's nothing he can do to stop my Goblin Barrel once I throw it down, and I know I have Lightning ready too. I cast that Lightning, and then boom, there's no Executioner anymore standing between me and that left tower. I take it down. And going back to well, I'll talk more about draft decision in just a second here. Let's finish off this match. But going into the late match, okay, now you have an idea of what your opponent does have in their decks. You can be more aggressive. You can pick and choose. One thing to really pay attention to is what air counters they have and what big spells they have. Those are the two things that I'm always trying to pay attention to, or what win condition that I need air to counter do they have. For example, if they have Balloon and all I have is Wizard, well, you're gonna be dang well sure I'm gonna save my Wizard every single time, right? Because I want that Wizard in hand to deal with the Balloon. I have nothing else in my deck. So it's just really, really important that you identify your air defense cards. And here you go, my opponent with 28 hit points left. I have no spell whatsoever in my deck. I guess Goblin Barrel's technically a spell, but he actually does a good job defending here, countering it with the Giant Snowball. And now with 28 damage left, I almost lose this match here. I mean, I don't almost lose, but you guys can see what happens. He plays the Elite Barbarians in the pocket, always very dangerous. He still has one Royal Recruit left. He has Spirit Goblins down the left lane. He's relentless with another Executioner in the pocket. But as long as you focus on, I think the late game mistake here would have been just going all out for his tower. There's only 20 hit points left, only 28 hit points. Why not just keep spamming in the pocket? That would have been a mistake, and that's how you lose these close matches, by over-committing like that when the tower is almost dead, right? You know, you saw me there. I played defense. I played my Zappies. I played my Wizard. I played whatever, you know, Baby Dragon, just to make sure I defended first. I knew I could defend. Didn't have to rush the 28 hit points off his tower. So guys, before I let you go, really quickly, let's just go over a couple drafts. This first one here, you guys know I'm never going to pick Elite Barbarians. I think this was a great draft here, by the way. So I take Spirit Goblins. Let me just kind of walk you through here. Okay. Okay. So I knew if I gave him E-Wiz or the Flying Machine, he was going to have a great air counter to me either way here. So I went with the E-Wiz because I think the E-Wiz is way more versatile overall defensively, and it doesn't die to Fireball, which is nice. We also have the Spear Goblins. I take the Spear Goblins. I took the Ice Spirit last time because it was the first card over Spear Goblins. The second card, I didn't want to give him the Spear Goblins because I do think they're just a little bit better against the Balloon than the Ice Spirit. And the Balloon is going to be my main win condition, and it indeed ended up winning me the match. So the last card here is going to be Bandit or Lumberjack, and you know what I'm taking here, right? Lumberjack. You go Lumberjack because of the synergy it has with the Balloon. I can defend with a Lumberjack, wait till he dies, and then my Balloon can eat up the Rage. And that's what I actually ended up doing here in this match, and that's how I got the victory in this match as well. Come on. All right, guys. So I would show you all these matches. I'd like to show you all of my 12, but instead, I want to just show you again just kind of the thought process. Another card that I don't want to ever draft in this challenge is Siege cards. So Royal Giant, I consider Royal Giant Siege. He has a cannon after all. Don't show it. Okay. I'm going to talk you through this one, but Royal Giant Mortar Expo, I don't like drafting because it's just such a crapshoot. You never know if you're going to get the right support cards. Even with Lava Hound, it's the same way, kind of. It's kind of hit or miss. And for that reason, I knew I gave him Cannon Cart here. So, of course, the first thing that one would think is, hey, Cannon Cart does nothing against a Lava Hound, obviously. Take a Lava Hound, but then I'm very worried about him having that Mega Knight. I don't want him to have that good counter to my Wizard, and guess what? A Wizard is a great counter to Lava Hound, right? And if I gave him the Lava Hound, I'd have a great counter to it. So I decided to go that route, and it really ended up saving me here, guys. Mega Knight I used incredibly successfully in this, and he had Royal Recruits in this match, and I got so much value out of that Mega Knight on the Royal Recruits. I'm so glad that I ended up taking it. I took Lightning here, figuring that I could probably use that Lightning against the Cannon Cart. Normally, I would have probably went with the Giant Snowball over Lightning in a vacuum if it was my first card to choose from. My first card, I'd rather go with a cheaper spell than a more expensive spell, just to keep the cost down until I know what I'm dealing with. So here we go. Last decision. In a vacuum, again, I would take the Royal Recruits here. But man, Baby Dragon was perfect in this draft because it gave me another counter to the Lava Hound, and Baby Dragon does well against Royal Recruits as well. So that was that draft. Let's go through one more here, guys, before I let you go against Gopies. Shout out to Gopies and more Mongols. Or more Mongrels, excuse me. All right, guys, so we have Fire Spirits over Goblins because Fire Spirits are a natural counter to Goblins. Now, I actually like Bowler a lot in challenges. I like Bowler in the meta overall, but I like him in drafts. I feel like he just does very well. Ice Wizard's really good too, but I went with Bowler because, hey, I figured he might have the Royal Recruits. I wasn't sure if I was going to draft them at this point. So I always try to go, again, with a counter to my opponent. And I knew at that point that the Bowler would be a nice counter to Ice Wizard and the Goblins. And I went with Royal Recruits over the air targeting card. At this point, that was a big gamble. I knew that. It wasn't a mistake, but I knew that going in. I said, hey, if I take the Royal Recruits here, do I keep calling it Royal Guards this whole video? I feel like I have been. If I take the Royal Recruits here, guys, I know I might be in trouble, but I also know that I have an incredibly strong defensive deck. I mean, basically, if he has Siege or Beatdown or anything, I'll have an answer. He turned out to have Graveyard, and I had a great answer. I had Poison. I ended up taking Poison because I knew I needed a strong air counter to supplement this deck, and it just couldn't have worked out better there. It was a little risky. It wasn't my best draft, but you guys can kind of see the thought process that I go through in these drafts. So guys, I hope this video helped you out. I'm wishing you nothing but success here in the Royal Recruit Don't Call Me Guard Challenge. Guys, huge shout out to Bren Chong, my YouTube partner. Check out his information in the description below. Thanks for watching, and as always, take care, guys.